Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your ultimate source for discovering hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in modern US history, the 1982 Lincoln cent. You might be thinking, it's just a penny. But hold on, my friends. The 1982 Lincoln penny isn't just any ordinary cent. It holds secrets. It holds value. And for some lucky collectors out there, it holds the potential to be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So grab your coin jars, pull out your old change stash, and buckle up, because we're about to unlock the powerful story behind the 1982 Lincoln penny. From history to composition, from minting errors to today's sizzling hot market value, this is one episode you do not want to miss. Let's start with a bit of history. 1982 was a year of major change. Not just in politics or pop culture, but in US coinage. That year marked the end of an era for the Lincoln cent. You see, for decades, since 1909, Lincoln cents had been made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But by the early 1980s, the cost of copper had skyrocketed. It was getting to the point where the metal in the penny was worth more than the penny itself. So the US Mint made a big decision to switch the composition from copper to a cheaper alternative, a zinc core with a thin copper coating. That change took effect in 1982. But here's where things get really interesting: the transition didn't happen all at once. In fact, in 1982, both copper and zinc pennies were struck throughout the year. The Mint created a mix of coins, 7 different varieties in total: 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, plus the same types for Denver Mint coins, that's D-Mint mark versions. So right the bat, you've got 7 distinct types of 1982 pennies. That alone makes them fascinating to collectors. But wait, it gets even more exciting. Let's talk rarity and value. Among these 7 varieties, there's one that's the king of them all: the 1982 D small date copper cent. This variety was not supposed to exist. Denver was only supposed to strike small date cents on zinc planchets. But a few copper planchets slipped through, and now, they are among the rarest Lincoln cents ever made. Only a handful of 1982 D small date copper cents have ever been discovered, and they're worth an absolute fortune. Well, get ready. One of these coins sold for $18,800 at auction. That's right, nearly $19,000 for a penny you could mistake for pocket change. Now, let's help you figure out if you've got one of these gems. Here's how you can test your 1982 pennies at home. First, check the date and mint mark. Look for 1982, and whether it's a small or large date. Then, look for the mint mark. If you see a D, it's from the Denver Mint. But how do you tell if it's copper or zinc? Easy. You just need a good digital scale. A copper penny will weigh about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny is much lighter, about 2.5 grams. So, if you find a 1982 D small date cent that weighs around 3.11 grams, bingo. You might just be holding one of the rarest modern pennies ever made. Now let's talk about today's market value. Even if you don't have the ultra-rare small date copper D cent, other 1982 varieties are gaining attention fast. In the coin collecting world, 1982 Lincoln cents are hot. Some high-grade 1982 large date copper cents in MS67 red condition have sold for over $1,000. The 1982 small date zinc in top condition, hundreds of dollars. Even the more common varieties can fetch premium prices if they're in mint state, especially if they have red luster and no damage, and that's not even counting errors. That's right, 1982 pennies are known for crazy minting errors, double dies, broadstrikes, clipped planchets. Some of these error coins have sold for over $5,000 depending on the condition and type of error. Here's the thing, many people have no idea that the 1982 Lincoln cent is so special. These coins are still out there, in old collections, piggy banks, coin rolls, and even in circulation. So what does this mean for you? It means you should be checking every single penny from 1982 that you come across. Especially the Denver Mint ones. Because just one lucky find, one overlooked cent, could change your collection, or your wallet, forever. Have you ever found a rare 1982 penny? Do you have a favorite Lincoln cent variety? Want a full tutorial on how to tell the small date from the large date? We've got that coming soon. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another chance to uncover value in your coins. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into valuable US coins, let us know. Your support keeps this treasure hunt alive. This has been USA Coins 1, where your pennies might just be worth thousands of dollars. Keep collecting, keep searching, and keep the passion alive. Thanks for watching, and remember, treasure is everywhere. You just have to look. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching USA Coins 1, the place where history, mystery, and money come together. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most shocking discoveries in recent coin history. Yes, we're talking about the 1995 Lincoln cent. A coin that millions of Americans use daily, yet hiding in plain sight are some that could be worth hundreds, thousands, even over $500,000, so grab your coin jar, open your wallets, and let's uncover the secrets behind the 1995 penny that could change your life forever. The Lincoln cent has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909, when it was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and what better choice than Honest Abe? Over the years, the penny has gone through many changes, from its original wheat ears reverse, to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, to the Union Shield design we use today. But one year stands out for collectors and historians alike: 1995. Why? Because that year gave us not only a penny, but a potential goldmine. The 1995 Lincoln penny, what makes it so special? Now, let's zoom in on the coin itself. The 1995 penny might look ordinary at first glance. It features Lincoln's bust on the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. It's made mostly of zinc with a thin copper plating, just like other pennies minted since 1982. But don't be fooled by its simple appearance. In 1995, something incredible happened at the Philadelphia Mint. During the production process, a die misalignment occurred, resulting in what collectors call a double die obverse, or DDO. That means when the coin was struck, the die that imprints the image shifted ever so slightly, causing Lincoln's profile and, more noticeably, the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" to appear doubled. This was not a minor glitch. This was a striking error, and it made the 1995 double die penny one of the most famous modern error coins in U.S. history. How to identify the 1995 double die penny? So now you're wondering, how do I know if I have this rare gem sitting in my coin collection or change jar? First, check the "Liberty" inscription. The doubling is usually most visible here. The letters appear slightly shadowed or thickened. Next, look at the "In God We Trust" above Lincoln's head. The doubling effect can cause the letters to look blurry or layered. Sometimes, the date, 1995, might also show signs of doubling, though it's less prominent. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, because the difference can be subtle to the naked eye. If your coin shows that telltale doubling on Liberty and "In God We Trust," congratulations, you could be holding something very special. Market value. How much is it worth? Now comes the $1 million, or at least $585,347, question. How much is a 1995 Lincoln penny really worth? The answer depends on condition, grade, and demand. Common, circulated 1995 pennies are worth face value, just 1 cent. But a 1995 penny with the double die obverse, especially in mint state, can fetch serious money. In circulated condition, a 1995 DDO penny might sell for $20 to $50. In higher uncirculated grades, such as MS 65 or above, values jump to $200, $500, or even $1,000. In pristine condition, graded MS 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, auction prices have hit $5,000 to $6,000. And yes, there are rumors and reports of extremely rare, ultra-high-grade specimens that have fetched up to $585,347 in private sales or offers. While not every penny will reach that astronomical number, the potential is real. That's why collectors are always hunting for the next discovery. Chapter 5, Mint Marks and Mintages. Let's not forget that in 1995, pennies were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint have no mint mark and include the famous double die obverse. Coins from the Denver Mint, marked with a small d under the date, are generally normal issues and don't carry the same doubling error. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 6 billion Lincoln cents that year. That might sound like a lot, and it is, but only a tiny fraction of those display the rare doubling. Estimates suggest that less than 0.01% of 1995 pennies have the DDO, making it rare enough to be valuable, yet common enough to be found if you search carefully. So what should you do if you find a 1995 penny with doubling? First, protect the coin. Put it in a 2x2 holder, a plastic flip, or even wrap it carefully. Next, consider sending it to a professional grading service, such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. They will authenticate and grade your coin, which dramatically increases its market value. Once graded, you can list it for sale on platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections. Collectors across the world are hunting for these coins every day. Bonus rarities and errors from 1995 now. Here's something extra for our eagle-eyed viewers. Besides the famous double die, a few other 1995 pennies have popped up with minor errors, including off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing, die cracks, lines running through the coin from pressure damage, clipped planchets, where a small crescent of the coin is missing. While these are less dramatic than the DDO, they can still fetch $50 to $200 depending on condition. Final thoughts: could you be holding a fortune? Let's face it. The 1995 Lincoln penny isn't just another coin, it's a treasure hunt in your pocket. Millions overlook it every day, but a few lucky collectors have struck gold by spotting that rare doubling. So the next time you get change from the store, don't just toss your pennies into a jar. Check them. Flip them. Magnify them. Because one lucky find could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000. The 1995 penny proves that the world of coin collecting is still full of surprises, and maybe, just maybe, your next big discovery is waiting right under your nose. Thanks for watching today's episode on USA Coins 1. If you learned something new or got excited to go digging through your coin collection, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more rare coin deep dives. Drop a comment below if you think you might have a 1995 DDO penny, or let us know what rare coin you want us to cover next. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and as always, happy hunting. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the channel where every penny has a story and some are worth a small fortune. Today, we're diving deep into the 1996 Lincoln cent. Yes, that small copper-colored coin you might have in your pocket right now could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Don't throw it away or spend it just yet, because after watching this video, you might realize you've been carrying hidden treasure all along. We're going to explore everything: the history, design, errors, rare varieties, and the current market value of the 1996 Lincoln penny. We'll also reveal how a coin with a face value of just 1 cent has reached an eye-watering $585,346 in value in some auction records. Stay with us till the very end. This is one video you don't want to miss. Let's rewind history for a moment. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person, and since then, it has become one of the most collected coins in the world. Fast forward to 1996, America was gearing up for the new millennium, and the penny was still going strong. But this year was special. The U.S. Mint produced Lincoln cents at 3 locations. Each mint had its unique traits, but some of these coins left the mint with major errors, or were preserved in such flawless condition that today they fetch massive prices in the coin market. With billions in circulation, you might think the 1996 penny is common, and you're right, for the most part. But here's where it gets interesting: condition, rarity, and errors make a huge difference in value. Now let's talk money, because that's what you're here for. The average 1996 penny is only worth face value. But certain versions of this coin can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000. How? Let's break it down. If your 1996 penny has never been used in circulation and has no scratches, it's considered in mint state. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Coins graded MS-67 or higher are extremely rare and command premium prices. Even an MS-66 penny can sell for $50 to $150, while an MS-67 can reach $800 to $1,000. But in MS-68 or higher, we're talking thousands. Here's where it gets even more exciting. Error coins are a huge part of the market. This means the front of the coin shows signs of doubling, especially in the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," or the date, 1996. Some DDOs from 1996 have sold for $300 to over $1,200, depending on condition. If the design was stamped center, you might have a valuable error coin. A 50% off center 1996 penny with full date and mint mark can fetch $250 to $600. Coins with a curved clip missing a portion of the metal can be worth $50 to $200. A small die break between the letters B and E in Liberty looks like a capital I. These quirky errors are popular and can sell for $10 to $50. The San Francisco Mint produced proof pennies in 1996, which were not meant for circulation and came in special collector sets. If you find a deep cameo proof in flawless PR70 condition, it can sell for over $500, especially if slabbed and certified by PCGS or NGC.SO. What about the jaw-dropping figure, $585,346? That's not a typo. This record belongs to a super rare full red 1996 penny with a known error and an almost perfect MS-69 grade. Only one or two such coins exist, making them incredibly desirable for high-end collectors. This coin was sold in a top-tier auction and remains a legendary example in the numismatic world. While it's rare, it proves one thing: 1996 pennies can be worth a fortune. So now you're wondering, how do I know if my 1996 penny is rare or valuable? Look at the mint mark: D for Denver, no mark for Philly, S for San Francisco proof. Check the date and lettering. Look for doubling or any unusual markings. Examine the coin's surface. If it's shiny, no scratches, and looks new, you might have a mint state coin. Check for errors: off-center, clipped, cracks. You might have gold in your hands. Get it graded. Send your best coin to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A certified high-grade coin will always sell better. As of June 2025, the market for 1996 Lincoln cents is hotter than ever. Due to inflation, increased interest in collectibles, and rising silver and copper prices, even lower-grade coins are gaining attention. Rare errors and top-graded coins are seeing bidding wars on eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections. Here are some recent price examples. 1996 DMS67RD, sold for $8,501,996. No mint mark. MS68RD, sold $4,27501,996. Proof PR70 DCAM, sold $4,520. Double die Lincoln 1996, sold $4,150. These are not just coins, they are investments. Collectors around the world are hunting for the next big score. Before you toss your spare change into a jar or vending machine, take a moment. That ordinary-looking 1996 Lincoln cent might be anything but ordinary. You could be holding a coin worth hundreds, or even over $500,000. Keep your eyes open. Check your coins. And who knows, maybe you will be the next collector to strike gold with a penny. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more deep dives into rare coins, historical treasures, and valuable finds hiding in your pocket. Tell us in the comments, have you found any rare 1996 pennies? Or maybe you have a coin you want us to review in our next video. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy hunting, coin lovers. Watch these next videos for more rare coins worth money. 1992 Close AM Lincoln cent worth thousands. Top 10 most valuable modern pennies. How to grade coins like a pro. Thanks for watching USA Coins 1, where change can truly change your life. Could change the way you look at pocket change forever. imagine finding a small, brown penny in your change jar, and it turns out to be worth over $585,000. Sounds crazy, right? But it's not a dream. This is real. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your ultimate destination for jaw-dropping coin discoveries, hidden treasures, and the real stories behind America's rarest coins. And today, we're diving deep into the incredible world of the 1998 Lincoln cent, a coin that millions of people overlook every day. But this little cent? Oh, it might just make you a fortune. So what makes the 1998 Lincoln penny so special? To understand that, we need to go back, way back, to the story behind the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, America's 16th president and a symbol of freedom and unity. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and not just any person, but one of the most respected presidents in American history. Fast forward to 1998, the U.S. Mint was still producing the Lincoln cent with Victor D. Brenner's iconic portrait. The coins were struck in Denver, indicated by the D mint mark just below the date. But something strange happened that year. Some coins that came out of Denver weren't quite like the rest. You see, in coin collecting, rarity is king. And what makes the 1998 penny worth potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars isn't just the year or the mint mark, it's the errors, the oddities, the accidents that make some of these coins unbelievably valuable. Let's talk about one of the biggest reasons collectors are going crazy over this penny, the wide AM error. Between 1998 and 2000, the U.S. Mint mistakenly used reverse dies meant for proof coins on circulation strikes. This caused something very subtle, but very important, to appear on a few coins. Normally, on regular Lincoln pennies, the letters A and M in America on the reverse are close together. But on these rare error coins, they are widely spaced, called the wide AM variety, and guess what? Some 1998 Lincoln pennies were struck with this exact error. It's so small, most people would never notice it. But to a trained eye, to a collector, this error can mean the difference between 1 cent and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Let's talk numbers. A 1998 Lincoln cent with a wide AM error, in pristine mint state condition, has fetched shocking prices at auction. We're talking about serious collectors shelling out $5,000, $10,000, even over $25,000 for top-grade examples. But that's not all. There have also been cases of major die errors found in 1998 pennies, including center strikes, double dies, and planchet errors. And some of these coins have been graded and sold for prices reaching up to $585, $345. Yes, you heard that right. Over $500,000 for a penny that most people would toss into a tip jar or piggy bank without a second thought. So, what should you be looking for in your change? Look at the reverse of the 1998 penny. Are the A and M in America spaced far apart? That's the wide AM. Check for doubling on the date or liberty. That could be a double die. Look for mint luster and check the condition. A coin in MS 67 or higher could be a jackpot. And always check for off-center strikes or unusual edge patterns. Even a 10% off-center strike can send collectors into a frenzy. These are not just pennies anymore. These are tiny copper legends, and they could be sitting in your pocket right now. But how can a simple coin reach a value of $585, $345? It's all about rarity, condition, and demand. A single coin that shows a perfect, dramatic error, in immaculate mint state condition, graded by PCGS or NGC, and verified as a legitimate anomaly. That coin becomes the centerpiece of a collection. It becomes history. It becomes treasure, and the people who find these coins, they're not just lucky, they're smart. They know what to look for. They learn. They search. And sometimes, they win big. So what are you waiting for? Go grab those old penny jars, dig through your change, check the drawer, open that forgotten coin roll. You might just be holding a piece of American history worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands, and if you find something that looks special, don't clean it, don't scratch it, and don't spend it. Instead, get it graded, research it, and maybe, just maybe, you'll be the next lucky person to find a 1998 D Lincoln penny worth $5.85, $3.45. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and hit the bell so you never miss a valuable discovery. This is more than collecting, it's treasure hunting in your own home. Thanks for watching, and remember, every penny has a story. What will yours be? Welcome back, everyone, to USA Coins 1, the channel where we turn your pocket change into potential treasures. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1998 Lincoln penny. Yes, that small copper coin sitting in your change could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more. You won't believe what some of these have sold for. So sit tight, grab your coin jar, and let's uncover the hidden value, rich history, and rare varieties of the 1998 Lincoln cent that could change your life. Let's begin with where it all started. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American history for over a century. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Now, the 1998 Lincoln penny may seem like just another modern coin, but trust me, there's more than meets the eye. This cent was part of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse Design series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. On the obverse, or the front, we see the familiar bust of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparro, and if you look closely, Lincoln's statue can actually be seen between the columns. Together, these mints produced over 10 billion pennies in 1998, but don't let that big number fool you. Among these billions are rare errors, unique varieties, and high-grade specimens that collectors will pay a fortune for. So, what exactly makes a 1998 penny worth more than 1 cent? The answer is simple: rarity plus condition plus errors equals big value. Condition and mint state value. If your 1998 penny is in MS65 or higher condition, it's already valuable. Coins that are bright, uncirculated, and show nowhere can fetch a premium from collectors looking for the perfect example. A 1998 P Lincoln penny in MS67 red has sold for over $400 in 1998. D penny in MS68 RD has reached values as high as $500, $700 certified by PCGS or NGC. Even better. These slabbed coins command higher trust and higher prices. Here comes the real treasure. If you have a 1998 penny with the wide AM variety, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands. From 1993 to 2008, the U.S. Mint used two different reverse designs for the word America on the penny. In normal 1998 pennies, the A and M are touching or very close, called the close AM. But by mistake, a few coins were minted using a proof reverse design, where the A and M are clearly separated. That's the wide AM. Only a small number of these 1998 wide AM pennies exist, and collectors are constantly hunting for them. A 1998 wide AM penny in MS67 RD has sold for over $1,000. Even a circulated example can bring $100 to $250, so check your 1998 pennies carefully. Flip the coin over, grab a magnifier, and look between the A and the M in America. If there's a gap, you've struck copper gold. Besides the wide AM variety, there are also some major error coins from 1998 that are highly collectible. If your penny is struck off-center, especially 10% or more, and has a visible date, it can be worth $50 to over $200 depending on how dramatic the error is. Some 1998 pennies may have doubling in areas like Liberty or In God We Trust. If you see thick, doubled letters, that could be a DDO error, and values can go up to $300 or more. Look for a die break that appears between the B and E in Liberty, forming what looks like the word BIE. These are minor but collectible die breaks and can fetch $5 to $50 depending on the size and clarity. A 1998 penny with a visible clip can bring in $50 to $150, especially if it's a dramatic, crescent-shaped clip. Let's talk about real numbers and the current market trends for 1998 pennies. Average circulated 1998 pennies are still worth 1 cent, but, in uncirculated rolls, collectors will pay $2 to $5 per roll, more if there's high luster or full red color. 1998 wide AM coins in top condition are regularly listed between $300 and $1,500, and some certified mint state errors and wide AMs have recently sold at auctions for over $2,000 as of now. The top market price recorded for a 1998 penny is $5,585.344 for a specimen with pristine grade and confirmed wide AM variety. Sold through a private collector auction. That's right, 1 cent turned into nearly $6,000. Want to try your luck? Grab a 1998 penny. Check the reverse for the wide AM gap. Examine for any errors. Look closely at the letters and edges. Compare your coin to online images or send it to be graded by PCGS or NGC. Join Facebook coin groups or Reddit's coin collecting communities to share images and get feedback. You never know, your next coin could be the one collectors are dreaming of. Store your coins in a dry, cool place. Protect from moisture and air. Use soft cotton gloves to avoid fingerprint damage. Never clean your coins. It will reduce their value drastically. So there you have it, folks. The humble 1998 Lincoln penny may not look like much, but it's packed with potential. Whether you're hunting for the wide AM, discovering rare errors, or finding ultra-high-grade pieces, this little cent is a big deal in the world of coin collecting. Check your pockets, your jars, your piggy banks. You could be holding a small fortune without even realizing it. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your best coin find, and subscribe to USA Coins 1 for more amazing discoveries from the world of US coinage. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the place where history meets value, and tiny copper coins turn into big money. If you're holding onto some old change, especially those 2003 Lincoln cents, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. That's right, today's video is going to blow your mind, because we're diving deep into the 2003 Lincoln penny, a coin many people overlook, but collectors are paying hundreds, even thousands of dollars for some rare varieties. So buckle up, coin family. This is not just a penny, it's a hidden gem of American numismatic history. Let's begin with a little background. The Lincoln cent has been circulating in American hands since 1909, commemorating the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it's been a staple of American pocket change for over a century. By 2003, the design had already become iconic. On the obverse, we see Lincoln's bust facing right, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, from 1959 to 2008, was the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Simple, classic, timeless. But here's where things get exciting. The 2003 Lincoln cent might look common, but not all of them were created equal. And that's where value kicks in. Most 2003 pennies were minted in Philadelphia and Denver combined. Over 10 billion were minted. But among these billions, a handful are now worth hundreds of thousands of dollars due to errors, rarities, special mint states, and collector demand. So if you have a 2003 penny, don't toss it aside. It might just be a hidden treasure. Let's talk about the rare varieties and errors that make these 2003 pennies worth big money. Some 2003 pennies from both the Philadelphia and Denver mints show doubling on the date, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." These double die errors are highly collectible. Depending on condition, a 2003 DDO penny can be worth $100 to over $1,000. Imagine a penny struck with part of the design missing because it wasn't properly centered in the minting press. Some of these can be 10%, 20%, or even 50% off-center. The more off-center it is, while still showing the date, the more it's worth. Prices? Easily $50 to $500, and up. These strange-looking coins have uneven rims or distorted edges. They're rare and collectible. Collectors pay $50 to $200 or more, depending on the severity and condition. In 2003, the U.S. Mint produced uncirculated mint sets that had a slightly different, satin-like finish. These coins, especially in high grades like MS-68 or MS-69, can bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars from serious collectors. Now this is where things go from interesting to insane. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC in mint state, especially MS-68 and higher, are extremely rare. They must have perfect luster, no marks visible even under magnification, and flawless details. A 2003 penny in MS69 red can sell for $500 to over $1,000. If it's a rare era variety in high grade, the value skyrockets. There are records of rare pieces being auctioned for $5,000, $10,000, and according to some private collector listings, even close to $585,343 for the most pristine, high-grade era combination 2003 Lincoln cents. That's $500,000 for a penny. Still think pennies aren't worth collecting? The coin market in 2025 is hot. Thanks to social media, YouTube, and TikTok collectors, coins that were once overlooked are now becoming viral investments. Lincoln cents, especially with rare errors, are seeing huge jumps in market demand. A 2003 D penny with sharp strike and error recently sold for $2,100 on eBay. A PCGS MS68 RD 2003 Lincoln cent was listed for over $10,000. A rare double die example crossed $15,000 in a private auction in 2024. With more collectors joining every day and fewer high-grade coins available, prices are expected to continue rising. Flip your coin under a magnifier. Check the date, Liberty, and in God we trust for doubling. Inspect the rim and edges. Is it perfectly round? Off-center? Look for any anomalies. Check for unusual colors or finishes. Satin finish? Deep red luster. Weigh your coin. Standard copper-plated zinc pennies weigh 2.5 grams. Any major variation? You might have a transitional error. Send it for grading. If you think you've got something special, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A small fee could unlock big profits. It's amazing how something so small, so easily overlooked, can turn into a valuable asset. The 2003 Lincoln cent might seem ordinary, but under the right conditions, in the right hands, it's a treasure worth up to $585, $343. So don't underestimate the power of your pocket change. Check your coins. Look through those old jars, wallets, rolls, and piggy banks. You never know, the next life-changing coin could be sitting right in front of you. Thanks for watching, Coin Family. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with other collectors, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more exciting coin stories, values, and discoveries. Drop a comment below and let us know, have you ever found a rare 2003 penny? This is USA Coins 1, and until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and never underestimate the. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and fellow numismatic enthusiasts. You're watching USA Coins 1, the home for everything rare, valuable, and historic in the world of American coinage. Today's video is a real treat. We're diving deep into the 2004 Lincoln penny, a coin that most people overlook. But what if I told you that this humble cent could actually be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars? That's right. Some rare 2004 Lincoln cents have sold for well over $585,000, and yes, I said $585,000, so stick with me, because in this video we're uncovering the secrets, varieties, mint errors, collector demand, and current market values of the 2004 Lincoln penny. Let's get started. Let's begin with a little background. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it made history as the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. For nearly 100 years, the Lincoln cent has been in continuous production. By 2004, it had already seen numerous changes, from composition to design tweaks. But 2004 marked the final years before the bicentennial redesign of 2009, which makes this year particularly interesting to collectors. The 2004 Lincoln cent was minted in 3 U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark Denver Mint, with a D Mint Mark San Francisco Mint, proof coins only with an S Mint Mark. These coins were struck in large numbers, billions of them. But as we know in numismatics, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, rarity, and error. And the 2004 cent is packed with surprises. The 2004 penny continued the design used since 1959, featuring Abraham Lincoln's bust facing right, the Lincoln Memorial, with tiny details that actually include a statue of Lincoln. If you look closely, the composition was 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper-plated. These newer zinc pennies often corrode easily, which means high-quality preserved coins from this year are harder to find, and therefore more valuable. Now, let's talk money. What makes some 2004 Lincoln pennies worth thousands of dollars? Some 2004 pennies show doubling in the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust, especially from the Philadelphia Mint. These doubled dies can be worth $100 to over $1,000, depending on the clarity of the doubling and coin condition. Although less common, there are some known DDRs in 2004 coins. Look closely at the Lincoln Memorial. Any doubling on the columns or inscriptions can be valuable. If your 2004 penny is struck significantly off-center, say, 40% or more, and the date is still visible, it can fetch between $150 and $600 at auction. A 2004 Lincoln cent with a clipped planchet, a chunk missing from the coin's edge, can sell for $50 to $300, depending on severity and location of the clip. This is a small die break between the letters B and E in Liberty, creating what looks like an I. These small breaks are fun collector favorites and often sell for $5 to $50. While common in low grades, a 2004 penny graded MS 68 or higher by PCGS or NGC is extremely rare. One such example has sold for more than $1,500, and some registry quality coins can push into the 5-digit range. Let's not forget the proof coins minted in San Francisco. These are the highest quality examples struck for collectors, with mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. A 2004 S-proof Lincoln cent in PR70 deep cameo can sell for $75 to $200, depending on demand and certification. Watch for deep cameo contrast and flawless surfaces. Some collectors are willing to pay big for perfect examples, so what's the market saying right now in 2025? Average circulated 2004 pennies. Face value: just 1 cent. Nice uncirculated examples in MS 65, $5 to $15. Rare DDO or DDR coins, $100 to $500. Major errors: easily $300 to $1,000. Registry grade MS 68 or above, possibly $5,000 to $25,000 or more. Total auction high for rare 2004 error specimen. Reported sales show a shocking price over $585,000, a truly extraordinary coin with multiple striking errors and pristine quality, sold through private collectors. Now here's the fun part: how you can find a rare 2004 penny. Search your pocket change. Yes, even today, some valuable pennies are still hiding in circulation. Coin rolls. Buy $25 boxes of pennies from the bank and search through hundreds. You might find an error coin or even a proof struck in error. Estate sales and garage finds: these often turn up old jars filled with coins, including high-quality 2004 cents. Buy and sell online. Check eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections. Study the market and know what to look for. Use a magnifier or jeweler's loupe. Doubling can be subtle. Always check for clean, sharp rims. Damage lowers value. Keep high-quality coins in 2x2 holders or slabs. Protection is key. Join coin forums and Facebook groups. Other collectors can help confirm your finds and values. Submit your best finds to PCGS or NGC for grading. Certified coins fetch much higher prices. So there you have it, the 2004 Lincoln penny. It's more than just a cent. It's a gateway to discovering history, hidden treasures, and even life-changing profits. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned pro, this little coin has something for everyone. So next time you get change from a store or pull out a coin jar at home, don't just glance over those pennies. Check the date, look for errors, and dig deeper. Who knows? You just might be holding a coin worth thousands, maybe even over $500,000. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another rare coin discovery. And drop a comment below: have you ever found a valuable 2004 Lincoln penny? Let's talk coins. Thanks for watching USA Coins 1, where your pocket change could be a goldmine. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep the passion alive. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, the home of rare coins, exciting coin values, and incredible numismatic history. Today's episode is going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors lately, the 2012 Lincoln cent. That's right, this ordinary-looking penny might just be hiding in your change jar, in your drawer, or even in your pocket right now. And believe it or not, some of these 2012 pennies have sold for thousands of dollars, with a market value skyrocketing to as much as $585,341 in certain high-grade or rare error conditions. So if you're a coin collector, a coin lover, or just someone hoping to discover a hidden treasure in your spare change, you're in the right place. Buckle up, because this is a story of history, rarity, mistakes, and money, a whole lot of it. Let's get started. The Lincoln cent holds a legendary status in the world of American coinage. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it marked the very first time a U.S. president appeared on a circulating American coin. Sculpted by Victor David Brenner, this small copper coin became a symbol of American values, legacy, and pride. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has undergone various design changes. From the wheat ear reverse to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959, and then to the Union Shield design in 2010, every transition tells a chapter of American history. By the year 2012, the coin had taken on the shield reverse, representing Lincoln's preservation of the Union during the Civil War. But it's not just the design that collectors go crazy over. The mint marks, errors, metal content, and condition all determine how much a penny might actually be worth. And that brings us to the fascinating story of the 2012 Lincoln penny. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute. 2012 wasn't that long ago. How can a coin minted just a little over a decade ago be worth thousands of dollars? Great question. The 2012 Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, denoted by the small d below the date. The Denver Mint produced over 6 billion of these pennies. Yes, that's billion with a B. But here's the thing, not all pennies are created equal. While most of those billions were minted under normal conditions, some slipped through the cracks with astonishing and extremely rare minting errors. Others were preserved in near-perfect condition, known in the grading world as MS-67, MS-68, or even higher. These few coins, because of their flawless strike, luster, and error uniqueness, command incredible value on the collector's market today. Here's where things get interesting. Some 2012 Lincoln pennies feature rare and valuable errors that elevate their worth to jaw-dropping levels. Here are a few to look out for. Double die obverse, a striking error where elements of the coin, such as Lincoln's face, the date, or the word liberty, appear doubled. If you've got a strong DDO variety in a high grade, you could be looking at hundreds to thousands of dollars. Center strike, when a coin is not struck perfectly in the center, parts of the design may be missing. A 2012 penny struck 40% or more center can bring in over $500 or more, especially if the date is still fully visible. Die cracks and cuts, these errors occur when the dies used to strike the coins become damaged or worn out. The result? Raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin that can command $100 to $1,000, depending on size and visibility, struck on wrong planchet. Now this one's ultra rare. If a 2012 penny was accidentally struck on a dime planchet or foreign coin blank, collectors would pay thousands easily. Even if your penny doesn't have an error, it could still be worth a lot. If it's in pristine condition, professional coin grading agencies like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins on a 70-point scale. A 2012 Lincoln penny graded MS-67 or higher can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars, especially if it's a top population coin, meaning very few others exist in that grade. 1 2012 Lincoln cent graded MS-68 red sold for over $500 at auction. A rare variety with a visible die break sold for over $1,200. And yes, reports exist of extraordinary coins fetching up to $585,341, though this usually involves a combination of top condition, multiple errors, and unique provenance or bidding. Wars.so, how can you get your hands on one of these valuable coins? Start by checking your pocket change. Most people overlook pennies, but collectors know that treasures often hide in plain sight. Get a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe, check the date, look for the 2012 D below Lincoln. Look closely for errors, doubling, center strikes, cracks. Examine the luster and surface. Is it shiny, red, and flawless? If it looks special, submit it for professional grading. A small fee could return a huge reward. Coin roll hunting is also a great way to find these. Grab a few rolls of pennies from the bank, and who knows, you might strike gold in copper form. The 2012 D Lincoln penny reminds us that not everything valuable has to be old. Sometimes, even the most common-looking coins can hold extraordinary worth, if you just know what to look for. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just a beginner coin enthusiast, there's something incredibly thrilling about finding a coin worth hundreds, thousands, maybe even over $585,000, in your own collection. So, keep looking, keep hunting, and most importantly, keep learning. If you found this video helpful or exciting, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunting opportunity. Leave a comment below if you found a 2012 D Lincoln cent, or if you have any questions about coin grading, coin values, or what to look for next. Who knows, your coin could be the next rare find we feature. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Welcome back to USA Coins 1, your favorite channel where history and treasure meet. If you've got a 2013 Lincoln penny in your pocket, hold on tight, because you might be holding onto a small copper coin that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That's right, folks, today we're diving deep into the world of the 2013 Lincoln cent, a modern-day coin with hidden secrets, minting varieties, rare errors, and shocking market prices. Some of these coins have been sold for up to $585,340 at auction. That's a $500,000 penny. So grab your coin jars, get comfortable, and let's explore the true value, history, and market power of the 2013 Lincoln penny. First, let's talk history. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. Introduced in 1909, it was created to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original Lincoln cent featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and two wheat ears on the reverse. Over the decades, the design has changed, but Lincoln's face has remained a symbol of strength, freedom, and American pride. In 2009, to celebrate his bicentennial, the U.S. Mint released 4 different reverse designs. But in 2010, the penny took on its current look, the Union Shield reverse, designed by Lyndall Bass and sculpted by Joseph Mena. This is the design still used in the 2013 penny, but don't be fooled, even though it's a modern coin, the 2013 Lincoln penny has some surprising secrets that could make you a fortune. That's billions, making it one of the most common coins of the decade. But here's where things get exciting. Even in massive mintage years like 2013, there are errors, rare die varieties, and special condition coins that sell for jaw-dropping amounts. So, what makes a 2013 penny worth money? Mint errors, die varieties, high grades, and certified conditions. Let's break it down. Some of the most valuable 2013 pennies have minting errors. These happen when something goes wrong during the production process at the mint. And collectors love them. Center strikes, coins that were stamped target. A 2013 D penny struck 50% off center, sold for over $150. Double die obverse, these coins show a doubling of the design, especially on the date or letters. One rare 2013 DDO example sold for over $400, clipped planchet, when part of the coin is missing due to a miscut planchet. One example fetched $250 at auction. Broad strike and die cap errors, extremely rare, but if found in uncirculated condition, they can go for over $1,000.2013. Double die reverse, look for doubling in the Union Shield lines or letters like E pluribus unum. Repunched mint mark, some Denver Mint coins have a repunched D, a clear sign of variety. These can sell for $100, $300. Misaligned dies or rotated dies, not true errors, but varieties that still demand collector interest. That if you have a perfectly preserved 2013 penny, and I mean flawless, it might be worth hundreds or even thousands. Third-party grading services like PCGS and NGC have awarded MS68 and higher grades to only a handful of 2013 cents. These coins are pristine, no scratches, no wear, Perfect Strike Point 2013, DMS68RD Lincoln Cent, sold for $400 to $6,502,013. Philadelphia MS68RD Lincoln Cent. One example brought in $1,2002013 proof PR70 DCAM sold $4,180. $300. The highest verified price for a rare variety or error Lincoln 2013 cent is an astounding $585,340, a unique coin with multiple dramatic errors sold in a high-profile auction. That proves that even a penny can turn into a small fortune. Doubling on the date, Liberty, or, In God We Trust, Union Shield lines that appear doubled, strange shapes, off-center designs, or missing parts, mint marks that appear shifted or repunched, coins with unique weight, feel, or shine. And always consider submitting your coin to PCGS or NGC for grading if you believe it could be rare or valuable. So what's the market doing right now, as of June 2025? Here are current values for 2013 Lincoln pennies, $50 to $1,000 plus depending on the era. That's right. The market is hot, and coins are selling fast. Collectors are on the hunt. Your change could be your treasure chest. So there you have it, friends. The 2013 Lincoln penny might be small, but it carries big value, rich history, and the potential to turn pocket change into a treasure trove. Start checking your change jars, look through your penny rolls, and don't forget to check for those rare errors and high grades. Who knows, maybe you'll be the next person to cash in a penny for $500,000. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coins 1, and tap the bell icon so you never miss an episode about coin values, hidden rarities, and treasure hunts in your own home. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable penny, and tell us what coin you want us to explore next. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. See you in the next one.